after coming out of a state of ihram of Umrah, before starting Hajj activities, those who are performing Hajj Tamattu, they will stay out of ihram. But once the 7th or 8th of Zil Hajj will come, then again our main ibadah, the main action, the Hajj activities will start. As you can see in this one picture, so you can keep in your mind this picture, this scenario, and based on that, you can check all activities. So Hajj is 19 activities in 5 or 6 days in 5 places. For Hajj, the Makkah, we are going to enter in the state of Ihram. From Makkah, Hujjaj will go to Mina, then Arafah, then Muzdalifah. And I mentioned here Jamarat as separate place, even though Jamarat is inside the Mina, because Jamarat, we have a lot of activities, many days we have activities. To keep it in our mind, I put Jamarat, the place where we'll go to for pelting the pebble is Jamarat. So within 5 days, in 5 places, 19 activities. 8th of Zilhajj, this year it may be 14th of June, the Friday. I put the dates so you can figure out exactly what day, and you can schedule your preparation, you can mind set up easily. Then 9th of Zilhajj is going to be 15th of June. So 8th or 7th of Zilhajj, we have 2 activities. Then next day, 9th of Zilhajj, day of Arafah, we're going to have 3 activities. Then 10th of Zilhajj, most busiest days, we're going to have like 6 activities. Then 12, we'll have 3 activities. 11th. Then 12th, we're going to have 3 activities. If someone is staying in Mina after sunset of 12th Zilhajj, then next day, the 13th also will be included. Now I'm going to focus day by day, and our concern is the points mostly people do mistake. Because you are going to read books and many things. Many books not maybe cover some points what Hujjaj do mistake due to lack of knowledge. So I will try to focus on that point. So I'm requesting if you can take notes based on days, and under days, the activities, and these activities, like this mistake, mostly Hujjaj do. And I will share this slide also with you, inshallah. So 7th or 8th of Zilhajj, our activities is entering in the state of Hajj Ihram, then going to Mina. In Mina, Hujjaj would perform the 5 salah, performing 5 salah. 8th of Zilhajj, Zuhr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, and next day, Fajr. This is Sunnah. But mostly now, Hujjaj, they go to Mina little early, maybe 7th Zilhajj, the night. So you have to follow your tour guide, whatever information coming from them. Let's focus some points, some important points Hujjaj really need to remember. So Ihram for Hajj, as we mentioned, is only for those who are performing Hajj Tamattu. For Hajj Qiran, the person he or she is already in the state of ihram. For them, this is not allowed to come out of a state of ihram, and they must maintain all the restriction of ihram from the time they enter in the state of ihram while before crossing the miqat. So you have to remember which Hajj you are doing, and based on that, you are really taking your steps. There is some recommendation. Some Hujjaj, they are arriving just 1 day or 2 days before, like 6th or 7th of Zil Hajj. You arrive to Makkah, in your package, you are going to arrive. So this is opportunity for you to perform Hajj Qiran without coming out of a state of ihram. Within one ihram, you'll continue Umrah and Hajj. Number 3, very important. I mentioned in my other session, if you're not deciding, especially for women, our sisters, based on your monthly period schedule, you must make your plan well. Otherwise, you may fall in such a condition due to some mistake. Is going to be very difficult to find out the solution. For example, any sister, they are impure in the state of the monthly period, and they are arriving just 1 or 2 days before, and based on their schedule of the menses, sister knows there is no time that I will be pure and I will get time to perform Umrah. So then for you, option is actually Hajj Ifrat. Especially like mostly in our mind is come Hajj Ifrat we don't do. Like Shaykh also mentioned, who has intention to do Hajj Ifrat. But for sister, if your situation is this way, so then Hajj Ifrat might be good for you, because you don't have time to perform any Umrah activities. You are not allowed to enter in the Masjid Haram to perform Tawaf. Listen. So this one, very important for sister. Take note, based on your monthly or based on your menses schedule, make sure you know that you are deciding your appropriate and accurate Hajj program. Hajj Ifrad is good for you, or Hajj Tamattu is okay for you, or Hajj Qiran is good for you. And if you need any counseling, feel free to do counseling, inshallah. So number 3 is very important for sister. Number 5, very important. Point number 5. Remember, as we are performing Salah mostly in Masjid Haram, so we are performing behind Imam, local Imam. So all 4 rakat, we are doing 4 rakat. But while we are moving to the Mina tent, most of us will be Musafir. From UK, USA, mostly Hujjaj, you will see 99% Hujjaj, they are Musafir based on Shari'i rules regulation. So all 4 rakat Salah, first Salah, Zuhr, Asr, Isha will be 2 rakat for you, unless you are performing Salah behind any local Imam or behind the Muqim person. So remember, don't do mistake, because most of the scholar and in school, they said this 2 rakat, 4 rakat Salah will be converted to 2 rakat. This you have to do 2 rakat. If you do 4 rakat, Salah will be invalid. Some Imams say still it will be fine, but majority of ulama, they said if you are Musafir, your 4 rakat Salah, first Salah will be converted to 2 rakat. So in Mina tent, mostly we will be Musafir. So our this Salah we have to perform 2 rakat. Remember this one, okay? Very important point in Mina tent. Now next, 9th of Zilhajj. 9th of Zilhajj, very important day. And 9th of Zilhajj, day of Arafah. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam mentioned Al-Hajju Arafah. A Hajj means the Arafah. Wuqufa Arafah. Very important. So 9th of Zilhajj, we have first activities, the Wuqufa Arafah. Then second, at night, going to Muzdalifah and performing Maghrib and Isha at Muzdalifah. Then there, collecting 49 or 70, the pebble to use in the Jamarat, the pelting. Okay, there are some important points we must remember. The Rukun of Hajj, Uqufa Arafah. So to stay or to be present at boundary of Arafah, even for a moment in 9th of Zilhajj. What is the time? I put the red color. Remember, many people do misunderstand. 9th of Zilhajj, Zuhur, till next day, 10th of Zilhajj, sun rays. So this is the Rukun. The Rukun, at least for a moment between this time, 9th of Zilhajj, Zuhur to next day, sunrise. Why? We faced also last year this issue. One of our sister, Hujjaj, the Haji sister, she became very sick. She went to hospital, admitted hospital. So now, what going to be her Hajj? How they're going to take a step? But anyhow, if someone, let's say 9th of Zilhajj, after sunset, after Maghrib, after sunset, without performing Maghrib Salah, all go to the Muzdalifah, right? So commonly people do understand that Uqufa Arafah must be done. It must be done before sunset. No, if someone due to sickness, due to any reason, not able to make Uqufa Arafah even before sunset in 9th of Zilhajj, the night time is still time is remain. So don't think you miss Hajj or you miss Wuquf Arafah. So main Rukun, at least for a moment between 9th Zilhajj Zuhur to next day sunrise. But the best time is Zuhur to 9th of the sunset of 9th Zilhajj. Okay, so I hope the first option is clear for everyone. If in case anything happen, any emergency sickness, so don't think that you miss the time of Uquf Arafah. Your time is extended to next day sun rays. And the best dua for Uquf Arafah while you are staying in the Arafah, you can do any askar, dua. But the best dua, La ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah, lahul mulku wa lahul hamdu wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. Another important thing, takbiratul tashriq. From Fajr of 9th of Zilhajj till 13th of Asr, total 23 Salah. Hujjaj mostly busy with their Hajj activities. So many Hujjaj, they forgot about this wajib a'mal. Some school of Imam said is sunnah the muakkada. Some said is wajib. So don't forget, after every first salah from 9th of Zilhajj till 13th of Asr, as people do out of those who are not doing Hajj, as we used to do, is still there. For Hujjaj also, they should recite the Takbiratul Tashriq right after first Salah. Remember that, take note. The next important thing, not to leave Arafah area before sunset. Don't do this mistake. Leaving before sunset is going to be big mistake. Performing Zuhur and Asr Salah, if you are performing Zuhur and Asr at Arafah, 9th of Zil Hajj, with the Imam of Masjid Namira, with the main Imam, so then there is no question. They are going to perform Zuhur and Asr together. But if you are performing Zuhur and Asr in your own tent, so then follow your tour guide and your scholar, because you're going to see some people they are doing together still Zuhur and Asr, and some people they are doing Zuhur separate in Zuhur time and Asr separate in Asr time. Never ever involve with any argument. Remember, don't try to give or force like your own opinion or fatwa there. Leave everything on a scholar. Whoever your tour guide, if tour guide is saying you're a scholar, whoever present there, if they're saying we are going to combine Zuhur Asr, follow them. If they are saying we are going to perform separate Zuhur time, Asr time, just follow your own scholar. If you see someone doing something else, also don't be confused, inshallah. So our tour guide, religious guide, inshallah, going to guide you accordingly and accurately. Okay, now the 9th of Zil Hajj night and 10th of Zil Hajj. Next, 10th of Zil Hajj, whole day is the most active and busiest day. So keep in your mind the 9th of Zil Hajj night time and next day 10th of Zil Hajj. This is the main hard time and many activities. So keep in your mind. So take preparation. What does it mean? While you are eating, your food wise, your health condition, you have to make sure you have enough energy to walk to the 9th of Zil Hajj night time and next day. So whatever preparation you have to take, if you keep in your mind that point, so you can take preparation. Okay, 9th of Zil Hajj night at Muzdalifah. As we mentioned, after sunset, Hujjaj will leave Arafah and move to Muzdalifah. Don't perform Salatul Maghrib in Arafah. Maghrib and Isha will be performed at Muzdalifah when we reach at Muzdalifah. Unless you reach in Muzdalifah area, don't perform Maghrib. It can be late, even more late, almost like night about to finish. But Maghrib and Isha will be together when you enter in the area of Muzdalifah with one azan, one iqamah. First will be both first. Azan and iqamah, azan, then iqamah, then 3 rakat, Maghrib. Right after that, 2 rakat for Isha. Mostly we are Musafir. Hujjaj will be in the condition of state of Musafir. So for Isha also how many rakat? 2 rakat most. If unless someone is really not Musafir or performing Salah behind some residential person, then it's going to be 4 rakat. Otherwise, Isha 2 rakat. So first done with farz. Then you can do Sunnah and Vitir. So 3 rakat Maghrib in with Jamaat mostly. Then 2 rakat Isha first. First done with first. Then the Sunnah. Then again reminding for Takbiratul Tashriq after first Salah. And collect 49 or 30 pebbles from Muzdalifah. Collecting from Muzdalifah, this is Sunnah. Now, 10th of Zilhajj morning, many activities. And you have to complete all of your activities smartly with group and by following your tour guide. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult for you. The after Fajr, 10th of Zilhajj, Wuqufa Muzdalifa. Okay. The point number 1, this is very important. Many people there think that Wuqufa Muzdalifa is like sleeping at night, the 9th of Zilhajj at Muzdalifa. No. So sleeping 9th of Zilhajj after you reach Muzdalifa, this is important because next day you have a lot of work. But main Wuquf Muzdalifa, which is Sunnah, is a start 10th of Zilhajj after Fajr. Remember. So don't think you are done when you just reach at Muzdalifa and you take some rest or you did some ibadah, whatever. Still, right after Fajr, Wuquf Muzdalifa, this is main Sunnah time. So after performing Fajr Salah, then stand up and raise your hand with the intention of Wuquf Muzdalifa. You can make dua, whatever you want. Then 10th of Zilhajj, based on Hanafi school, you must maintain the order between the Rami, means pelting, then Nahar, means Qurbani, then Halaq, Qasr, means shaving or trimming. The order you must maintain based on Hanafi school. 10th of Zilhajj, the pelting only one Jamara, the big Jamara. So this one best if you done before Zuhur, but it's permissible. You can continue until sunset. After pelting done, then Qurbani. Remember, Qurbani must be this one. Point number 4. Must be within the boundaries of Hudud Haram. It's called in Arabic, boundaries of Haram, Hudud Haram. Like you cannot say, if there is any your relatives living in Jeddah, it can be happen. Your relatives living in Jeddah and you inform them, can you do behalf of me my Qurbani, my dam? Qurbani means actually dam related with Hajj. No, it's not going to be valid. So dam which is related with Hajj for Hajj Tamattu and Qiran, it must be in the boundaries of Haram. This can be out of Haram area. So Mina is inside the boundary of Haram. So mostly people do in Mina, there are some places. And for that logistical thing, our tour guide will help, inshallah. This is just based on Masail. Remember, this must be within the boundaries of Haram. As soon as you are done shaving or trimming, now you are out of a state of ihram. But remember, wife is still not halal for you. If husband and wife, they are performing Hajj together, don't do this mistake. After shaving and trimming, they are out of a state of ihram, but wife is still not halal. Husband, wife, each other not halal, unless they are done with tawaf, ziyarah. Tawaf ziyarah and sa'i, he can perform anytime between the 10th of Zilhajj till 12th of Zilhajj. So you have to plan based on your health condition. There is no rush. Like you have to do 10th of Zilhajj, it's not necessary. So check your health condition. Based on your health condition, you can decide which day is best for you. Let's say the woman, they are impure. So they need to wait until they are becoming pure. to perform their Tawaf Ziyarah. Even though if going after 10th of Zilhajj for women. But for men, they must be done before 12th of Zilhajj, before sunset. Tenth of Zilhajj, after finishing the pelting, then Qurbani, then if possible, after Halaq and Qasr, then if you're done with your Tawaf or not, make sure you are going back at night to Mina. Go back to Mina at night and stay at Mina. Majority of ulama, they says this is wajib. Staying 10th, 11th and 12th of Zilhajj. Most of the night at Mina, this is wajib. Some people, due to laziness, they try to stay in hotel area. In the hotel, when they come to Makkah, they try to stay in hotel. No, we want to perform Hajj. So we have to make sacrifice, we have to work hard. So make sure 10th, 11th, 12th. This night we are staying in Mina area, but 12 before night, before sunset, if you are coming back to the Makkah and out of Mina area, then Alhamdulillah is fine. But if you are staying 12th of Zilhajj in Mina area, then you have to stay. And next day, the 13th of Zilhajj, he has to do the Jamrah. You have to do pelting. So here, this is the picture, like you are coming from the Mina side, a small Jamrah, middle Jamrah, big Jamrah. Then this way you are going to leave to the Makkah area. This one very, very important. When you are pelting, let's say the 10th of Zilhajj, the pelting only one Jamrah, the big Jamrah, the last one. So you're pelting, the 7 pelting, right? 7 stone you're going to pelt. It will be count only your stone fall inside the circle. Some people, they're thinking the pillar, touching with pillar, this is goal. No. So if you are throwing very hardly and is touching the pillar and coming out of this boundary, the boundary you can see on this picture, this one not going to be count. So touching with the pillar, this is not necessary. The main point is make sure your stone is fall inside this area, the boundary, the red boundary. This is the main point. If anything come outside, so don't count this one. That's why make sure you're not taking a stone only just exactly 49 or the 70. Take extra. Take some extra with you. 11th of Zilhajj. So you will be in Mina, nighttime, as we mentioned. So from Mina, 11th of Zilhajj, main activities actually pelting all 3 Jamrah. First a small, then the middle one, then big one. The time is Zuhur to Maghrib. Look at number 3. Don't do this mistake. Do not pel before Zawal, means before Zuhur time start. Some Hajj service provider, sometime we saw, due to lack of knowledge, they try to push Hujjaj, go early and finish early, 11th and 12th. And these 2 days, you cannot do before Zuhur time start. So you have to go, you have to pel after Zuhur. So you can plan like 1 hour ago, you're going to start walking, but when you're going to reach there, it must be the Zuhur time, then you can start pelting. Okay. Then if you are not done, still your Tawaf Ziyarah, as we mentioned, 10th of Zilhajj to 12th of Zilhajj, you have time. 10th of Zilhajj, it was so rush, so you skip. Now you can plan to complete your tawaf ziyarah. And women again, if still they are impure, so they need to delay. They can stay. Night time again, we have to go back to Mina. 12th of Zilhajj. 12th of Zilhajj also, only activities, pelting all three Jamra. If you are done with that, you can go back to Makkah. Then you are done with the 12th of Zilhajj activities. If you already done Tawaf Ziyarah before, but if you are not done Tawaf Ziyarah before, today is the last day. Remember, that's why I put point number 6. Today is the last day. If you are not done still Tawaf Ziyarah, make sure you have done, you are completing that before sunset. But women, if not in the state of pure, they can do after 12th of Zilhajj. Look at point number 7. The 12th of Zilhajj, leave area of Mina before sunset. If you do not want to perform Jamara pelting next day, the 13th of Zilhajj. Now, if one happens to return to Mina for any reason, let's say you by mistake left your key or your some important things, you have to come back to Mina to pick up. Anyhow, after 12 of Zilhajj sunset, for any reason you enter in Mina area, then make sure next day, 13th of Zilhajj, pelting again all three Jamarat, it will become wajib upon you. It will become wajib upon you. Remember this, Masal. The last activities before you leave, Tawaf Bidah. Tawaf Bidah, the last Tawaf. This is Mustahab, Sunnah recommendation. Your last activities before you leave Makkah should be the Tawaf, and this Tawaf will be considered as Tawaf Bidah, the last Tawaf. But ulama did recommendation, let's say after you complete your Hajj activities, you are going to stay a few days in Makkah. So don't wait for the last day you are going to perform Tawaf Bidah. Do some Nafil Tawaf now, because at the last day, last moment, something can happen that you are not getting time to perform Tawaf Bidah. Like for me, it's happened like the last day, 2010, it's happened. My parents, my father and mom was with me. So my father, he passed away just before we leave. He passed away. So we really didn't get time to perform the last activities as a Tawaf Bidah. So Alhamdulillah, we have done some Nafil Tawaf before. So this last Tawaf, the Nafil Tawaf, will be considered as a Tawaf Bidah. So if you are staying few days after Hajj, don't wait to make Tawaf Bidah all the way last day. Do some Nafil Tawaf, and last activities, still everything is okay, then you can do Tawaf Bidah with the intention of Tawaf Bidah. But if anything happen, you're really not able to do Tawaf Bidah, then your Nafil Tawaf will be converted to Tawaf Bidah by default. So this is the summary of Hajj activities for 5 days.